everyone, I'm here today with a book review for you. This is The Age of Witches by Louisa Morgan. I received a free copy of this book from the publishers via NetGalley, and this is the second Louisa Morgan book I've read. The first being A Secret History of Witches, which I absolutely loved. It's probably in my favourite books of all time list, probably. And this one comes a close second. I gave this book 5 stars. So this book follows a family of witches that practice magic, and there's kind of almost a good witch and a bad witch that have kind of stemmed from different lines within the same original source within the family. And the bad witch, for all intents and purposes, Frances, is the stepmother to a girl named Annis. And Frances is a bitch. She's obsessed with kind of increasing her own social hierarchy and her own position, her own title, and will stop at nothing to increase that, and pushes this on Annis. As Annis is a stepdaughter, she just very much forces her into situations to make her own life better, and can even use magic in which to do so when it suits. Meanwhile, thankfully, Annis also has an aunt called Harriet, who is very much her kind of almost guardian angel and helps save the situation somewhat. Annis is a very strong-willed character. She knows exactly what she wants, which, by the way, is nothing to do with getting herself a nice title and marrying well, and everything to do with breeding her horse, Black Satin, who she loves and has such an adoring relationship with. It's obvious that they have this really strong human-horse connection that just makes them the best of friends, and it's such a believable friendship. And indeed, a strong theme throughout this book is friendship. Some friendships are more obvious than others. For example, Annis becomes friendly with her maid, Velma. She doesn't necessarily count her as a friend, but from an outsider looking in within the novel, it comes across very much like they are friends, and she does look out for Velma and take care of her and make sure that she's always treated well, and buys her a present that Velma treasures. She absolutely treasures this present, and I just loved that. I loved how loyal Velma was and how aware she seemed to be of things that were going on, even though she was described as being not particularly bright. She's definitely one of my favourite characters in this book. I found this book truly page-turning, and this was also because of some romance that was thrown in there. I definitely enjoyed the romance within it, and how it wasn't too typical of a romance. I mean, there was definitely some typical tropes in there, but there was a bit more to it, and the magic threw in that bit more and made it more distinguishable from a typical romance book. Unlike her previous novel, this one doesn't follow different generations of witches. We have just this set of characters that we follow throughout the novel, and that was something I missed early on. I was like, oh, I hope we get to see like what her children end up being like, and then her grandchildren and so on, and follow the generations down. But in this one we didn't, and I ended up liking that we didn't in the end, because I was just enjoying being with Annis and enjoying being with Harriet. And the twists that this book took, I mean, at one point I was 60 or 70% in, and it kind of felt like everything could wrap up at that point, and I was like, what can still possibly happen at this point? Like, we're done. And obviously I kept reading because I was intrigued, and the plot just blew me away. I was like, oh, this is interesting. Yes, I approved of the direction. And I just love Louisa Morgan's writing so much. Every point you feel like you are there watching what's going on, and that made this book totally unputdownable for me. I think the one thing that could make this book better for me, though, I mean, I know I gave it 5 stars. I'm not debating that, but the one thing that could make this book better for me would be if there was some kind of Easter egg connection between this book and Secret History of Witches and the other witch book that she's got. What's it called? The Witch's Kind. If there was like some sort of subtle connections between those, so that we knew that they were all in the same universe, I'd love that. And I wonder whether that's something that is already happening and I just didn't pick up on it because I've not read A Secret History of Witches for so long now. But yeah, this is, either way, even if there are any Easter eggs, a standalone, totally unrelated. She just writes witchy novels so well. And it's not just your typical sort of hubble bubble kind of witch. It's like proper old school witchcraft with like herbalism and cantrips, and it was just, yeah, very much a very different book. I fell in love with Anis, and I really enjoyed the journey that this book took me through, and I really want to see some sort of sequel. I think that could work quite well. I'm hoping there will be a sequel. Fingers crossed. If you have read this book or you're looking to read this book, please drop me a comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe by clicking the image of me if you want to see more book reviews and other bookish content from me, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.